Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Zach, and today I am talking to you guys about Python because Python is amazing. Actually, is really, really cool. Talked about Python before, but today I really wanted to kind of go into it just a little bit because I have been studying and trying to learn Python. And I've talked before where I've said I hate programming. Programming is terrible, but I know how much it is needed in the world today. So I decided I was going to start off with Python. And before I made this video, I, kind of went over a few of the things that I wanted to talk about, and then I looked at a different programming language. See, that programming language was PHP, and I'm pretty familiar with PHP. Just know how to get myself in trouble, really, with PHP. I can just modify a couple things, nothing crazy. It's amazing how much more PHP makes sense to me after going over Python. I think Python by far is the best programming language to start on because you can really learn a lot about it in only a few hours. So once you kind of get down that, like the roots of Python and you're really itching to learn a different programming language, you can do that because Python, I think, gives you some of the fundamentals and some of how a programming language works, right? So that's why it just kind of blew me away. I was like, wow, this is huge. This is different. I like this. So if you guys don't know what Python is, or you need to download Python, you guys can head right over to python.org, and you can go under their download section here, and then you can download the version of Python for your system, whether you have, OS X, Linux, or Windows. Right now, I'm clearly on my Windows machine. It was suggested in the IT Pro T video course that I'm following that you download Python 2.7.14. That is the older version of Python. And basically what they were saying is you can still utilize the older version, much like the newer one, because a lot of the commands and stuff are supported in it. But Python 2.7 is very widely used still right now. Nobody has made, not a lot of people have made the full trek over to the newest version of Python. And, if you start getting into Python, you'll learn all about those different quirks and things like that. Or if you take the IT Pro TV Python course with Justin, you can find out more details on that. But anyway, for the sake of this video, you download Python 2.7.14. You can go ahead and download that MSI. You run the MSI. Obviously it's not going to let me. But the most important part of the installation is make sure when you're going through it, you look and see, because there's a part that's going to say, do you want to add this to the command prompt? And you want to say yes. You want to make sure that it does that work for you, that it installs Python as part of the command prompt. So when you pull up the command prompt, and you could just hit Windows key R, oops, too many buttons there, Windows key R, and then you type in CMD run. Okay, so now we have our command prompt open. I can just type in Python, and now Python has loaded essentially through the command prompt, which is fantastic because now I can run all of my commands right through the command prompt. If I wanted to get out of there, all I have to do is type exit. I'm used to the command prompt where I can just type exit, but you have to so then you type exit and then parentheses, and it'll take you right out of Python. So you're back into your command prompt. So great, fantastic, really easy. Let's go into actually what you would normally do kind of in Python. Just starting out, and I have the Python executable down here in my taskbar, but you guys might have to run that through start menu, or maybe it's on your desktop. That's fine, no big deal. So you can have your Python window open. You can again go Windows key R. I'm not used to this new keyboard that I got, so I have to look at it and cheat. Not bad. Windows key R. So Windows key R, CMD, hit OK. So now we have our command prompt open, which is great. And we have our Python window open. So, why do I have both of these open? Well, this one I can run my Python code through and test it, essentially, if I wanted to. I can also pull up like Sublime Text, and here I already have something I was working on before ready, but let's see, go to this color one, color.py. So you can write up your Python script in Notepad or Sublime Text or Notepad++, whatever your preferred text editor is, and you save it as .py. And it's really important that you know where this script is located. So where is color.py located? Well, I already know that I created a Python folder on my desktop. So I can do cd c let's see, user Zach tab d e tab desktop, and then we go p tab. Really makes it pretty simple, right? Hit enter. So now I've changed the directory to C user Zach desktop Python, because that's where that Python folder is. And if I wanted to run that Python script through the command prompt, and note again, I don't have command prompt running Python. I have my Python window over here to the left. So anyway, I want to run the color.py script. All I have to do is type in color.py. Now it's going to ask me, what is your favorite color? Well, my favorite color is red. Red! And that's exactly what it's programmed to do here. So you can see this basic script that we have set it out. Favorite underscore color equals raw underscore input, parentheses. What is your favorite color? That's your question. This is essentially your function right here. And that's something that you'll learn as you kind of get into it. This is just a really quick video kind of talking about it, giving you a little bit behind the scenes without going into great detail. If you want to learn Python, I highly suggest that you join IT Pro TV. Use the coupon code ITCQ30, get 30% off your subscription, but you can go check out the course that they have there. I'll also put a link in the description to a Python book that is really, really good, that I've actually kind of looked through the digital version and gaining some knowledge there, gaining a little bit of things that maybe IT Pro TV haven't covered yet, but I'd like to have multiple resources, and I highly suggest that you use multiple resources as well. Anyway, back to the script that we have here, the color.py. Here's our function, favorite color. We're determining what your favorite color is, right? So the raw input is going to spit out, as soon as you run color.py, it's going to spit out what is your favorite color. It's asking you that question. And that says if favorite color equal blue, or favorite color blue. So the reason why there's two blues is because Python is really specific on the capitalization. So you need to make sure that you have your bases covered. If you're going to ask a user for input based on whatever script that you're doing, you might want to have an or. You might want to have, if they answer the same thing but their punctuation is off, well, you want to have your bases covered here. And I know as they get more in depth in Python, that will also change. I think there's going to be more advanced things that you could do here based on the punctuation and things like that. But anyway, if you answer blue or blue, it's going to print out, hey, this is Daniel's also. That's Daniel Lowry's favorite color as well. So if I did color.py, and then it says, what's your favorite color? And I answered BLUE. So, hey, that's Daniel's also. So that's Daniel's favorite color as well. Now, if I did color.py, run it, what's my favorite color? And I said black. I love that color. And you can see if we go down to the bottom here, and then we do ELIF, basically like else, if this. So if it's something else other than blue, you are going to see what color they say and print out, I love that color. That's for black. So if I did color.py, for instance, and I typed in BLACK, capital B, that's a terrible color because it does not show another variant of black, which I capitalized the B. So basically, it's really, really structured, and it really wants you to define everything as much as you can, which is great, and it makes it kind of easy. And you kind of see as you go through this and look at this. This is a really easy script right here. This is just basic, like completely basic. If I wanted to, and I can do this python.exe, or I could just say Python. So I could just go back to the command prompt, type in Python, and now it's going to run Python from the command prompt. But you type in print hello. It's going to say hello. I can do print parentheses and then apostrophe. Zach is awesome, and close it. Zach is awesome. So it prints out whatever you say. Now, this is kind of a fun part too. You can do a lot of math with Python. So if I did x equals, let's say 45, now it's stored in there right now. So it's stored in the cache. Now I do y equals 100. So now I have x equals 45, y equals 100. Now if I did print x plus y, it's going to print 145. So what if I did print y divided by x? So actually, it gives the whole number. It doesn't give the rest of it that it needs to. So maybe more advanced Python scripts and things that I'm going to learn will show, it's actually like 2.5 or whatever the actual number should be. But what if I said x equals, let's say z equals 50, and I did y, print y divided by z, 2, right? Same thing. What if I did m equals, let's say 33, and we did print y divided by m, 3. So that's pretty cool. Like, right? You can do that type of stuff with it. It's just different. I think it's really easy. So anyway, this is just a quick rundown of what Python can offer for you, what it kind of looks like, right? It's just a quick basic video, what I'm doing with it currently, what I'm learning with it currently, and you guys can do the same. I think it's, again, one of the easiest programming languages that you could possibly learn, and I highly suggest that if programming is something that you want to do, if it's something that you are looking to get into, that you look into Python, because it's going to be the best first language to start with, because it really gives you a nice fundamental basics of programming. So as you kind of start with Python, maybe do it for a few hours, maybe go through like real courses and go through it for multiple hours, for 40 hours, right? You really have like this great fundamentals of it and how it works. You're programming like really cool scripts, and it just makes complete sense to you. Then once you go and start learning Java or PHP, it will make more sense to you. You'll understand those languages a lot better just by having kind of this fundamental knowledge of Python and how basic and easy it is. And I don't want to throw clout to, yeah, I'm saying, yes, it's so basic and easy, but there's so many businesses and organizations that utilize Python because it is amazing. The things that you can do with it, cross-platform, with servers, with different scripts that you can run through it, it makes a lot of sense, right? It's really, really good. So anyway, I hope this video kind of helps you out, makes a little bit more sense than, or maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe you're just kind of like, why did you do this video? Well, I did this video because I've been talking about Python, and I think it's amazing, and I like it. So there's not really much more I can say about it, other than if you really want to go check it out, check out IT Pro TV, check out the book that I link in the description. And if those don't work for you, go out on YouTube. You're already on YouTube, so find something else on YouTube that fits what you are looking to do. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If not, you guys already are going to leave a thumbs down anyway. But if you did enjoy this video, leave me a thumbs up, because I would greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and subscribe. And there's also this little notification bell that everybody's making a huge deal about now. So hit that notification bell, because you will get notified when I publish a new video. And I know you guys want to see when I publish new videos, right? Because I'm always doing something different, crazy. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. As always, take it easy.